Wonderful good day, ladies and gentlemen, and it's company presentation time at Commodity TV. Today we would like to present to you South American Ferrometals. South American Ferrometals is an Australian profitable iron ore producer, and the company is listed at ASX under the symbol SFZ. They operate successful the Brazilian iron ore mine called Ponto Verde, which is approximately 55 kilometers from Belo Horizonte in the state Minas Gerais, located and since 2010 in operation. After some initial delays and some starting problems, which are usual in the mining business, it looks like that the project is now full on track and has an interesting growth and hopefully success path in front of it. The company plans an increase of the production from currently 1.5 million tons per annum up to 8 million tons per annum in 2015 and then further on to 16 million tons per annum in 2016-2017. Last week they delivered a major milestone. Deutsche Bank Australia committed a loan facility of over $15 million with an interest rate of 11% to finance the definitive feasibility study and to provide working capital for the phase one acceleration. The rest of the required funds will come from existing cash flow. And it looks like that Deutsche Bank could have an interest to finance the next large project finance of approximately $250 million for the phase 2 and phase 3 operation of the expansion up to 16 million tons iron ore products per annum. But let us first get into the company now more detailed. South American Ferrometals is the only non-Brazilian iron ore producer who is listed in South America. A direct neighbor is iron ore giant Valerio Doce. The lately updated York resource has got 301 million tons with grades of over 40% iron. 175 million tons are in the measured and indicated categories. This is the 5th best iron ore grade in Brazil. The mineralization extends to over 400 meters depth and below. The current drillings focus onto the depths and the expansion of the ore body to the north of the projected open pit envelope. It looks like that it is possible to largely expand the deposit. Currently, the company runs phase 3 of the drilling program to expand the resource. The target is a minimum mine life of plus 30 years at a run rate of 16 million tons production per year. At the same time, they work on the feasibility study for the phase 1 expansion from 1.5 up to 8 million tons production per year. Good news from the first quarter by the end of March 2013. The commissioning of the second concentrator has, as planned, started and was in line with the budget on 12th of April 2013. The planned additional concentrate production with a grade of 64% iron is estimated at a range of 20,000 to 24,000 tons per month, what represents an increase of approximately 33%. This notable increase goes in line with lower capital costs and decreases the whole cost per unit in the operation. A new on-site mine lab helps with a fast analysis of the production and is available for the design of the expanded open pit now. Record production volumes in the quarter. By end of March, the company produced nearly 180,000 tons of iron ore products. This is an increase of 4%. The processed ore was lower, but due to higher grades, it had no influence. Record sales in the quarter. The sales of all products were rising from 184,000 tons up to 193,000 tons. This resulted in a positive cash flow of $2.4 million. In addition, they paid back $100,000 of a loan in Brazil. By 31st March, the company had $2 million cash in the bank. Well, what else has South American Ferrometals then achieved? They signed a memorandum of understanding with the rail corporation MRS Logistica SA to develop the rail-based port delivery for export of SAFM's production. A proposal to rail production to port terminals at Barra de Septibia in the state of Rio de Janeiro, approximately 400 kilometers from the Ponto Verde mine, was delivered. The Ponto Verde mine is located 15 kilometers west of the Andaime branch line of the MRS system, which transports production from the Minas Itabaritos mines adjoining Ponto Verde. The rail transportation of the product will utilize existing MRS infrastructure for the transport and unloading of iron ore products, as well as development of a new loading terminal. MRS is one of the largest railway companies in Brazil. Also, Mr. Stephen Turner is now the new CEO of the company. What else happened? After ending of the construction of the second concentrator in July-August this year, the production cost should go down to $15 per ton only. This means that South American Ferrometals is in the lowest 10% on the Brazilian cost curve. What are the products produced by South American Ferrometals? 15% or 225,000 tons per annum is lump. 27% or 405,000 tons per annum is sinterfeed. 16% or 240,000 tons per annum stage 1 concentrate, and last but not least 18% or 270,000 tons per annum stage 2 concentrates, which is currently commissioned. This is altogether a 76% mass recovery or 1.4 million tons per annum from the processed material. What could the future look like? The expansion phase 1 up to 8 million tons per annum runs currently with the phase 1 of the definitive feasibility study, the DFS. It is an off-the-shelf approach with reduced time and cost. This will include the footprint and tie-ins for stage 2 expansion to 16 million tons per annum and gives access to the export markets. Expected is a plus 30-year mine life. The expansion phase 2 with the stage 2 definitive feasibility study is scheduled to begin upon the stage 1 study completed. It will be a mirror image of the stage 1 plant, which makes things a lot more easy. The footprint and tie-in established during the 8 million tons per annum expansion design will be the same. It will add another 17 years to the mine life. The commissioning is expected by end of 2016. What are the advantages or the benefits of South American Ferrometals, and what is the conclusion out of it? South American Ferrometals focuses highly on their local reputation and good community relations. In the last 2 years of production, the company implemented very good strategic relations and is seen as one of the best employers in the region. They have an excellent relationship with the workers' union, a low staff turnover rate and no reportable accidents or environmental incidents recorded since inception. South American Ferrometals presents themselves as an interesting company with a vision of controlled, profitable growth and production expansion. Iron ore is a worldwide saleable product, and the produced products of the company correspond to the demand in the world. Through the planned expansion in 2 phases, the company does this in a systematic and risk-adjusted way. With Deutsche Bank Australia as their new finance partner, they can rely on strong shoulders, especially when it comes to the large project finance for the phase 2 expansion with up to 60 million tons production per annum. With their low production costs, they are even still profitable in a lower iron ore price environment. The management holds an astonishing 42% of all outstanding stock. So it is in their own interest to lead the company with success, bringing up the share price, and of course maybe then later to pay a dividend in the future. We will watch the company on their way to become a mid-tier iron ore producer, and we will keep you posted. Thanks and bye-bye.